are here. Okay, good day, everyone. We welcome each one of you to our very special vegetarian cooking workshop with the theme Nourish, Serving Love One Dish at a Time. On behalf of the Philippine International Church Health Ministry Department, in collaboration with the Nutrition and Dietetics Department, we are so happy and grateful to see you all here. Your presence truly reminds us of a beautiful thing, that you care about your health, that you care about your family, and the way you can truly be an act of love to your friends and family. Today is not just about cooking, it's about nourishing our bodies with wholesome plant-based food, nourishing our minds with knowledge, because today it is a very special day because we will listen to a health lecture that will render to us by our Nutrition and Dietetics Department Chair, Dr. Rochelle Owasan, and nourishing our hearts with the joy of serving others. Every ingredient that we will use today reminds us that simple, natural foods that can be both healing and meaningful. So whether you are already practicing vegetarian lifestyle, but by the way, may I ask you, who among you here are practicing vegetarian lifestyle? Wow! Sino pa? Meron pa ba sa inyo dito? You know, from ND department, this is one of our goals. To practice the vegetarian lifestyle. This is what we promote as ND students. So, praise God for those participants who are already practicing a vegetarian lifestyle, or for those who are just starting to explore it. This workshop is a safe and joyful space to learn. You can ask questions. You can be able to taste our prepared food for you, and to enjoy everything that we are going to experience in this workshop. So no pressure, just good food and good company, and the shared desire to live a healthier life. So as we cook together today, may we remind that every meal we prepare is an opportunity to serve love on our tables, in our homes, in our communities, one dish at a time. Once again, welcome and thank you for being part of this workshop. And let us learn, cook, and nourish together. Enjoy your day, and God bless us all. Now, at this very moment, we will have a short icebreaker. So, this morning, our icebreaker is entitled, If I Were a Fruit or Veggie. If I were a fruit or veggie. Ayan. So, this morning, we have here, ayan, lagi ko dito sa unahan. We have here a basket of vegetable and fruit. Now, we are going to invite each one of you to choose kung ano nga ba yung fruit na makaka-relate ka, or vegetable na relate. Ayan. So, we would like to invite everyone to please stand. Ayan. Let us all stand and choose your fruit or vegetable. And after that, we will ask you why you think it represents you. Ayan. Pero hindi naman po lahat papasagutin namin Pero you may now choose po. Ayan. So we provide you different fruits, different vegetable that you can reflect na, parang ako to, parang kalabasa talaga ako. Ganyan. Ayan. So, ayan, don't be shy. We want this workshop to be engaging, interacting. Ayan. So, you may now choose your, favorite ko talaga carrots. Carrots talaga pipiliin ko dyan. Ay, syempre ma'am, gusto natin yung mga paglabas mo, so, ay, grabe. Di ba yung carrots, ma'am, parang ano lang siya. Sa una, parang mga buhok-buhok pa lang siya yung nasa taas ng lupa. Pero paglabas, boom! O, di ba? Ang colorful. Very orange. Ayan. So, sa ating pong mga participants, ano kaya ang nagde-describe sa kanila? Dito ako makaka-relate. Ayan. Sige po, piliin niyo po. Pero para sa akin, gusto ko din talaga sa magpalinaw ng mata. Ayan. Para makita naman niya ang viewer. Hala! Ayan. Lahat po ba ay meron na? Nakapili na ba? Madami yan. Sobrang dami yan. Parang may naligaw na itlog. Hindi po kasama yung itlog na. Hindi po itong gulay or prutas. So, hindi din siya vegetarian. Sige po. Buti hindi niyo pinili yung itlog. Okay, nakakuha na po ba ang lahat? Again, to those participants na nakakuha po ng inyo pong mga sa tingin nyo ay magde-describe sa inyo, now, we will ask you naman, bakit iyon yung nagde-describe sa inyo? Why you think it represents you? Ayan. So, this can be, you can share this can be related to your personality, or your habit, your values, or even your current season of life. Ayan. So, our mic. Ayan. Sige. Let's have, sino ba? Ito si Ma'am na naka-brown. Ayan. Pakilala po muna kayo para kilala kayo ng inyong mga ka-cooking workshoppers.
Good morning po. My name is Maricel. You can call me Ma'am Maricel. You can call me Ate Mase. Yan. Pinili ko yung ampalaya.
Bakit po?
Actually, yung habang nagpipig ako ng first goal, iniisip ko talagang nagpipig ko, parang hirap pumili. Pero nakita ko to. So, yung ampalaya kasi, mapait.
Kung mapait po kayo ba?
Daw mapait yung mga pinagdaanan ko.
Wow!
So, habang tumatagal, binabalik-balikan ko yung ampalaya. Binabalik-balikan ko yung mga pinagdaanan ko na yun. Dahil doon ako natuto. My God's grace.
Even ang doing ang ampalaya, diba? It's very nutritious. Kahit mapait yan, ayan ang isa sa mga pinaka-healthy na gulay. Ayan. Well, yung ating pong mga life experiences, it really molds us. And syempre, meron tayong bagay na I learned from that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Next naman po natin ay, dito naman tayo. Dito sa other side naman. At si ma'am na nakabandana. Ayan. Meron po ba kayong napiling fruit or fruit or vegetable? Tinatago niyo po ang mangga. Favorite ko din yan. So, bakit po iyan ang nag-represent sa inyo?
I chose yung mango kasi it's my favorite fruit. And, di ba, sweet siya and in season.
Yes.
So, I can say na I am sweet, pero seasonal lang.
Season na well, ganyan naman talaga ang mga personality, no? Limited edition lang ang sweetness. Hindi pwede sa lahat.
Yes.
Pag ganitong season lang, pag ganitong tao lang dapat ako sweet. Wow! At least, ma-faithful. Thank you so much. Ano po ngalan niyo po, by the way?
Megan.
Megan. Thank you so much, Ma'am Megan. Okay, next naman po tayo. Itong ating pong couple dito. Ayan. Pero magkaiba sila ng pipili. Pero sige po, you can share it with us. Ayan. Pakilala po muna kayo.
Good morning everyone. Kami po yung Orkana family. We are homeschooling family. So itong kinuha ko ay mais. Mais!
Wow.
Favorite ni Gary to. Pero ako gusto ko din to. Tapos, since homeschooling family kami, one learning at a time. So magiging light kami. At magiging light ako as nanay. Kasi since ako ay teacher niya, magiging light ako sa kanya. One kernel at a time. One lesson at a time.
Wow! Thank you so much, ma'am. You know, ang ating pong mga core, yan ang mga staple food food ng mga friends natin sa mountains. Ayan, bet na bet nila ang corn. So thank you so much everyone. Hello. Ay, ikaw na. Ayan. Sino pa ba? Sino pa ba? Ayan, si Ma'am Kina. Ayan, tanongin natin si Ma'am Kina. Kung ano ang sa kanya.
I choose morning. I choose bell pepper. Because you can cook it. You can eat it raw. You can cook it, but don't overcook it. Because it's not good.
Yeah,
Same vitamins and relate sa akin. Siguro what is easy to get. If I maybe raw, I can be flexible at times. So yun.
Wow! Thank you so much, Ma'am Kina. Gusto natin yung mga flexible na tao. Mag-bending ka, Ma'am. Ay, yung flexible pala. Thank you so much, Ma'am, for sharing. Ayan. So, sa mga hindi po nakapag-share, okay lang po. Later, we can share na naman po sa ating pong lecture later. So, you may now, pakibalik po. Pakisorry po, ha. Decoration po kasi namin ito sa department. So, thank you so much, everyone. Baka, alam ko meron gusto sa inyong mag-share pero mamaya, mag-share tayo later. So, ngayon po ay, hindi na natin papatagalin pa. We will now start on our program proper in which we will listen to a wonderful and meaningful message from our department chair. But before that, we would like to invite my friend to introduce our speaker. Sino nga ba itong speaker natin ngayon? Ayan. Thank you so much everyone for participating sa ating pong icebreaker.
So, good morning everyone. So, to introduce our speaker for today, she is a registered nutritionist, dietitian, and a licensed professional teacher who currently serves as a department chair of the Nutrition and Dietetics program. So, today we are honored to learn from her experience and knowledge. So let us warmly welcome our speaker for today, Ms. Rachel G. Owasan.
Sunday. So, thank you once again for coming to this workshop. It's our first time actually to handle this kind of event. Though we've done several times ng mga parang cooking demo, but like workshop na we'll let the participants cook after we give the cooking demonstration. I think this will be, or this is the first time na gagawin po na ito ng Nutrition and Dietetics Department. So once again, welcome po and thank you for coming. Before I proceed to my short lecture, can I ask po, why are you here? Bakit po kayo nandito? Anyone who would like to answer, bakit po kayo nandito? Why did you join this workshop?
I chose to join this workshop and also because my mother was interested, but only one of us could join at one and we are trying to practice with vegetarianism.
Okay, thank you for sharing. How about the others who would like to share the reason why you joined this workshop?
Growing up kasi, lumaki ako sa family na vegetarian. Medyo elementary ang aming college. So, kung ano ba yung kinakain ko, tama ko yung kinakain.
Okay, thank you. Parang na-pressure ako bigla na ba? Pressure ko.
Ano luluto?
Do you know how to cook? Did you join this workshop because you don't know how to cook or because you already know and you want to enhance that skill? Yes. So basically all of you knows how to cook. So you know basic cooking, you know the basic techniques. You know the mga basic cooking techniques like boiling, sautéing. Ba't pa pala kayo nandito?
Para mas sarapan pa.
Paano?
Ano ba mas masarap?
What if I'll tell you na maybe you will not learn something new today?
Okay lang.
What if you will learn nothing but just be reminded
The
that we
basic
should
food.
cook simple foods.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Ganun lang po talaga. I'm not going to teach you like we are going to use herbs and spices to enhance the flavor of the food. What if I will just tell you boil your food and that's it? So baka, boring. Mali pala yung inatendan ko. Nag-YouTube na lang sana ako. So the theme for today's workshop is serving love one dish at a time. According to Ellen White, in the Book of Counsel on Health, many who adopt the health reform complain that it does not agree with them. But after sitting at their tables, I come to the conclusion that it is not the health reform that is at fault. When we say health reform, we are talking about what? Vegetarian diet or plant-based. I would say plant-based diet. Sometimes I don't like to use actually vegetarian. Why? Because, let's say, I'm vegetarian and I eat French fries, fried potato, in other words, French fries. I drink Coke. I am vegetarian, di ba? Kasi those are vegetarian. It's not meat. That's why I would prefer to use a plant-based. And that's what health reform is mentioned here. It's talking about by Ellen White. But sabi niya, there are people who complain about after shifting from meat diet to health reform or to a plant-based diet, nagko-complain sila, it doesn't fit on me. But after the notice niya, it's not about the health reform, but it's about what?
Fully
Not the
prepared.
health reform that is at fault, but the poorly prepared food. I appeal to men and women to whom God has given intelligence, learn how to cook. A while ago, I asked why are you here? I was expecting that some might answer because I don't know how to cook. I didn't expect that you already know how to. That's good because we should know how to cook. I make no mistakes when I say men, for they as well as women need to understand
The
simple, helpful preparations of food. Then, if they have the knowledge, they can use it to good purpose. By just knowing how to boil or cook rice, very simple, or know how to use rice cooker, it will help you to enhance or nourish your body. According to study, why learning to cook matters. Knowing how to cook is a vital life skill that improves health, saves money, and enhances well-being. If you know how to cook, you don't need to go out and buy your own food, right? If you know how to simple, boil okra, saute bitter gourd or yung ampalaya, as simple as that. You don't need to go out and eat food. I said it before when I gave a short health lecture at PIC, I'm going to say it again. Most foods or a lot of foods that we buy sa mga stores, do you cook food foods in restaurants, fast food chains, those are high in sodium. Ang taas po talaga. Based on how I taste it, kasi I have a small threshold of salt. Kasi nalinis na yung palate ko, I'm not used to salty foods. But every time I try foods outside, I always complain, ang aalat. How come these people are not complaining? They love to eat. Because they are used to it until nagkaroon na ng hypertension. That's when they become alarmed about their health. But if you know how to cook, you don't need to go and buy. And it could save money and enhances well-being. Studies show that it promotes better nutrition, foster independence, and acts as a creative, stress-relieving. Who loves to cook here? Few? Okay, yes, thank you. You're here because you also love to cook. So, when you cook, do you find it like a stress reliever? Parang nang nawawala yung stress or mas nasa-stress pa po kayo? Like if you're cooking good for 6 or more, ha! Ang gulo-gulo ng kitchen, nakaka-stress. Later, I will tell you yung mga principles and yung last ingredient ng recipe na pagluluto. Because cooking could be a stress reliever if you have the passion to cook. And it also boosts confidence. Di ba, lalo na pag ina-expect nila, if you're a woman, it is expected that you should know how to cook, especially yung mga olden days. Mga panahon noon, na dapat pag babae ka, you should know how to cook. Kasi there's this quote na sabi, ano yung quotation na yun, na to a man's heart is through stomach, di ba? Kaya if you're a woman and you want to impress a man, you should know how to cook. If you're a man, it's a bonus na you know how to cook. Di ba? Parang mas nakaka-impress pag lalaki magaling magluto. Lagi kong sinasabi, men are better cook than women. I don't know why. Though, ang messy nila when they cook, ang gulo ng kitchen when they cook, like our boys, mga lalaki po namin, pero ang gagaling nilang magluto. Ewan ko, bakit? Wala namang magic sarap, pero masarap silang magluto. That's a challenge for us women kasi expected na for us women, we should know how to cook. So it can boost confidence, improves math and science skills. How? Paano po kaya? How can it improve math and science skills? Yung mga pag-measure, di po ba? Pag nag-measure ka, especially for example, you will copy a recipe good for 1 or 2 individuals, 2 persons. I-multiply mo yan good for 50. So, na-enhance din yung multiplication skill mo. That's a math skill. And this is more applicable among kids. Kaya nga, it is advisable na bata pa lang, we are teaching them already how to cook. Kasi it could serve also as family bonding. Yan. Nagluluto po ba kayong pamilya sa bahay? Like you allow the kids na maging madumi, not to play with the ingredients, but to help in the preparation. And nakikita nilang nagluluto. Because it could be, or it could strengthen family bonds. Next po, according to study, I got it from Food Science and Nutrition. It is entitled, Do Cooking and Food Preparation Skills Affect Healthy Eating in College Students? What could be the answer? According to the study, cooking and food preparation skills seem to be positively associated. When we say positively associated, as you increase the input, the output increases as well. So, meaning, if you are good in cooking and food preparation, it improves your attitude and habits in terms of health. Considering this positive association, interventions to improve food and cooking skills may help promote healthy eating attitudes among college students. So our college students here, can you raise your hand? Do we have students? May few. lang pala. I'm expecting mga almost college students kasi mga mukhang bata naman po lahat. Kaya akala ko madaming college, ako hindi lang pala. Kaya also college student. Yeah. So, this is a study that was done among this group, and it proves that cooking, knows how to cook and how to prepare food, it could improve our health. Ellen White also mentioned why sisters be entreated to spend less time over the cook stove, wearing out the strength given you of God to be used for a better purpose in preparing food, tempt the appetite. A plain, nourishing and diet will not require so great amount of labor. I hope na yung mga i-represent po namin ay mga simple lang talaga. We chose din naman mga simple recipes. Kasi, why do you have to like use yung mga different techniques if we have simple preparation techniques? Huwag na natin pahirapan sarili natin. And then why do you have to use mga extravagant mga ingredients if we have simple ingredients that are available in our surrounding and you don't have to spend that much? Yun po talaga yung goal namin for this cooking workshop. To teach you mga simple lang. Not super simple din naman. Something na you can prepare during family gatherings, when there are special occasions. Yet, it doesn't take much of your time. Easy to prepare, and the ingredients are available. Easy to be found in the supermarket, and they are not that expensive. Kasi this is the problem sometimes pag nagiging vegetarian ka na, ay, ang mahal ng mga ingredients. To be honest, that's true. Ang mamahal. Pero alam niyo po ba, if you really know, yung mga, for example, pag season yung fruits, alam mo when to buy. And yung mga green leafy vegetables, they are not that expensive. Actually, they are the cheapest vegetables. I know nowadays na nag-increase na yung price ng even tomatoes. Nag-increase yung price ng broccoli, cauliflower. Why look for those if we have kangkong, swamp cabbage, if we have malunggay, horseradish, if we have bitter gourd? Why look for those other vegetables that are not easily available in our surrounding? Nandito tayo, we have lowland vegetables. And simply, you know what's my favorite meal? Pag stress ako, favorite meal ko is I will just fry tofu and boil kangkong and I'm already happy. Yun yung stress na, anong tawag dito? Comfort food ko. As simple as that. I already have protein, I have fruits, I have vitamins and minerals, and I already have carbohydrates from the rice. Then I will just add it with fruits and that's it. As simple as that. Kaya, ito lang yung tinuturo namin. Wala na. Tapos na po tayo. Mayroon mo bang question? Ganun lang po siya kasimple. That's what Ellen White is trying to tell us. A plain, nourishing diet will not require so great amount of labor. Kaya sometimes pag sila yung pinaprepare, nasa-stress sila eh. Kasi they want to impress them, yet we should learn na it doesn't have to be so extravagant na mga recipes. Simple lang is enough. Simple foods, nourishing meals, less complicated preparation, avoiding overweight and exhaustion in the kitchen, help focus cooking instead of appetite-focused cooking. Ito talaga yung kailangan po natin. Help focus. Kaya we have an inside joke in our department. Pagkakain kami, question is it healthy? Pag ang sagot is healthy, meaning it's not delicious. Kasi we have that connotation na if it's healthy, hindi masarap. Pag healthy siya, ay pag hindi healthy, masarap pala. Kasi may umami. Diba? May magic sarap, may Knorr cubes. Pero pag hindi masarap, ay healthy. Kasi less sodium, less fat. Though it's true sometimes, but it's not always true. You can prepare something delicious nutritious. So I'll teach you the practical principles of cooking. There are 7. First is when you cook with purpose. What's the reason why you cook? Do you cook because you just want to make your, just to fulfill your appetite? Gusto mo na mabusog. Because you want to eat, you're hungry. That's why you will cook and you will eat. Simple cooking focuses on nourishment and service, not impressing people with complicated techniques. So you ask this question every time you cook and when you eat. Does this dish nourish the body? Pag pumunta po kayo ng McDonald's and you eat, ano ba yung food doon? Hindi po talaga ako McDonald's eh. Okay, when you eat when you order something, ask yourself, does this dish nourish the body? You answer that. If the answer is no, then what are you doing? You know that it doesn't nourish the body, so why are you still there? Why are you eating? Why did you cook that? Next po. And even when ingredients are many, marami yan. It's not that so simple na, when we say simple, it doesn't mean na only 1 ingredient or 2 ingredients. It depends po sa inyo how you prepare it, paano yung pag-manage yung step by step. Kasi everything could be simple, it depends on you. But even when there are many ingredients that you need to use, the intention could be remain simple. Next po is simple and manageable process. Easy to follow steps, logical order techniques that anyone can learn. Kaya po yung paggamit lang natin ng, air fryer. Pag may air fryer ka, actually very simple lang po ang pagluluto. You just brush it with a little olive oil or oil and then put it there, that's it. Ganun lang po siya kasimple. Or some naman, you don't need to use oil. You just put it in on a parchment paper and then put it inside the air fryer and then you wait until it is cooked. Ganun lang siya kasimple, di po ba? Pero pag sinabi natin air fryer, wow! Air fryer, hay naku, ang simple lang po talaga nun. Napakasimple lang. And there are, I saw that kahit sa Shopee, may mga cheap na mga air fryers. Hindi kailangan Philips. So simple cooking means even when a dish has several ingredients, again, the cooking process itself should feel organized and achievable. Paano po ba kayo nagluluto? Inaayos niyo po ba before kayo mag-fry? Or habang nagluluto, doon na kayo nag-chop-chop? Kaya parang magulo. Actually, ang technique po, very simple. Prepare niyo po muna, and then you set it aside, and then that's when you heat the pan, and that's when you start cooking. Mas maayos po, and that's when you enjoy, kasi hindi po kayo stress na, hindi pa pala na-chop yun, nasa yung ganito. So you have to prepare it first. That's so simple. Prepare, practice mise en place, meaning you have to set things on place. Then that's when you start cooking. Next, build flavor through balance, not excess. Diba? Who loves adobo here? Adobo? Why? Tayo lang pala may gusto ng adobo. I sorry naman. Doesn't have to be like chicken adobo. Kasi ako, any adobo I love. Why is it good? Bakit masarap ang adobo? And one of the favorite dishes, Filipino dishes in our country. Because it's savory. Ano pa? Alam niyo, adobo, you don't just use soy sauce. You add a little of sugar. Binabalance na yung taste. Kasi, our palate, yung tongue natin, when you eat salty foods, you can only taste it on this side. Though you can taste it all over your tongue. Pero yung mas dominant dyan is this. And sometimes it doesn't fulfill your appetite. Kasi there are some spots that are empty or missing. So, but when you add something like if it's, you know, the vegetarian oyster sauce, it's a combination of something a little sweet, savory, salty. Kaya na-fulfill yung different spots or parts of your tongue. That's combination. Binabalance niya. And not excess, not too salty. So when you taste something umami, actually umami can be, you can taste it all over your tongue. Lahat yan. Kaya many people loves umami. And here, yung tip ng tongue nyo is when you can taste sweet. Kaya advisable is do not give sweet sa mga bata. As soon as they taste it, nalalasan nila, lasahan nila something sweet, it will destroy na yung palate nila and they don't want to try other foods. They will always look for something sweet. Kaya it's not advisable kasi ang bilis lang nung pagka-touch lang dun sa tongue, lasa na nila yun. There's this study done among babies, mga toddlers, na they tried different foods. Alam niyo kung ano yung pinaka-maganda yung reaction? One baby, they gave something bitter. So of course, their reaction is like yung face. It's not good. So one baby, they gave something sour. One baby, something umami, something salty, another one. And then one is something bitter and sweet. They compared yung mga facial reactions nila. You know which one has yung nag-smile? Guess what? The toddler that receives something sweet. Kasi pabilis malasahan yan eh. And then ang ganda ng reaction niya. So don't give sweet kasi masisira po yung appetite nila. So bland is the best. Para train yung palate. So instead of complicated cooking, you can combine basic flavor elements like savory, sweet, sour, aroma with the use of garlic, ginger, and herbs. If you want to add something, parang may aroma, basil, mint, ganun lang po siya. And yung mga mga herbs na yun, it's so easy to plant or parang ang dali lang na mag-reproduce. Ang bilis po. You can just buy one and then madami na yun. Next, cook efficiently to preserve energy. Ito pa yung sinasabi ko kanina that when you cook, you prepare it first para mas efficient kayo. And then, mga mothers, mga babae, di ba we are good in multitasking? Yes. Kaya natin pagsabay-sabay yung lahat. Like, while nagpa-fry, nagpo-boil ka. Do you think that's efficient sa inyo? No? Ako din. For me, sometimes, like one step at a time. Parang isang unang ingredient, then if you can do multitask, or you're good in multitasking, why not do it? Pero pag hindi, I would prefer na parang one dish at a time. One dish lang po at a time. If you think na it's mas efficient ka and you can preserve more energy, kasi sometimes pag nagsabay-sabay parang nakakapagod, and then what if nasunog mo and then you have to do it again? So hindi siya, instead na mas efficient siya pag nag-multitask, hindi na. Kasi mag-repeat ka pa ulit. So better na minimize yung stress yung sa simple cooking lang, use practical techniques, like sautéing, boiling. You start with boiling kung yun yung first step. Actually, yun yung simple eh. And then sautéing and avoids overworking at the stove. So cooking efficiently means using techniques that make the process smoother and less tiring. We prepare ingredients first before cooking, use fewer pans, follow a clear sequence, and allow the food to cook without constant effort. The reason why I love baking than cooking, kasi mas simple siya. Once you're done na mix mo na lahat, put it in the oven, just wait for it to be cooked. As simple as that. Though, kahit na naman sa pag-cooking, when you simmer something, you mix everything, and then you let it simmer for a few minutes, and that's it. As simple avoid overcooking at the stove. Kasi minsan may mga kailangan pa natin pa-flip-flip dyan and all. Hindi na po yan kailangan. It's not a cooking show. Just enjoy mga simple preparations and you're done. Number 5, focus on whole, nourishing ingredients. Simplicity comes from real foods, recognizable ingredients, and nourishment over indulgence. Okay, gumagamit po ba kayo ng Knorr cubes or umami para to make the food palatable? Do you know how to make Knorr cubes without using MSG? Pag may mga tira po kayong mga ingredients, mga vegetables, you just boil it. Pwede na kayong may broth na kayo. That's already a vegetable broth. I-boil nyo lang po siya, then you strain it, then that's it. So let it cool, then tomorrow, you can use that. So pwede nyo po siyang i-prepare today, and then tomorrow or succeeding days, you can use that. Pag nag-boil po kayo ng marami, and then store it in a cool, dry place. And then that will serve as your broth or your vegetable umami. So every time you cook, you can just add it sa iluluto niyo. So, focus on whole, nourishing ingredients like real foods, recognizable ingredients, and nourishment over indulgence. When you go to the restaurants, do you know how foods are prepared? When you eat in a restaurant, do you know how they prepare the food? May mga nagpapanood kayong videos na may nagmamap and then yung map niya nilagay niya sa pot. There are some restaurants who do that. You don't know what's going on in the kitchen. I'll tell you one story. I have a student who used to work in a restaurant. Working student po siya. And then there's this one customer na she's very rude. Very rude to the waiters or yung mga waitresses doon. Ang basa siya talaga. And then as soon as na-receive nila yung order niya, yung nag-receive noon na waitress went inside the kitchen, spit on the food na prepare and then serve it to the customer. You don't know how food is prepared inside. You don't know the ingredients if they are real or not. You don't know what they have added in the food. Pero if you go out, tip ko lang po, be kind to the servers because you don't know how they prepare your food. Pag nag-spit po sila doon when they spit on your food or for example, pancake, minis na rin, they cook it na pancake, you have na meron na pala siyang saliva of other people. Kahit pa sabihin natin they cook it well, still, there's saliva in there of other person. How will you know? You will not know, of course, unless you saw it, di ba? Kaya, mas advisable na lang, you prepare your own food or at least be kind to the servers. Yun lang po talaga, be kind to them. Simplicity comes from using real food. Kasi alam niyo po ba that there are foods nowadays that are not real? How will we know if it's not real? I don't know. Maybe better to plant our own. Yun lang po talaga. Yung urban gardening, have you heard of that? If you don't have a space, malakang lot for gardening, and you just have a small space, pwede maghang-hang po kayo doon, magtanim po kayo ng herbs, Did you know petcha is so easy to plant? And in a week or 2 weeks na meron na, then you can just keep planting, seeds lang po kailangan. Urban gardening, at least you know how it was planted. Kaysa naman you buy something and you don't know if it's real or not. And ang dami po talaga sa China, yung mga food na parang hindi mo alam kung food ba or not. Nourishing foods, not overly processed or complicated products. You don't need umami, you don't need MSG to make the food palatable. Simple lang, asin, or you make your own vegetable broth, and that's it. Number 6, make cooking accessible and practical for everyday life. Simple cooking uses ingredients that are easy to find locally, affordable choices, familiar flavors, practical for everyday cooking. Nung nag-boom, actually before nung yung matcha naman, matcha, you know matcha drink? Matcha drink is not popular before. But nowadays, it's what? Hype, di ba? Very hype siya ngayon. Kasi many people are like, oh, matcha is really good. I love matcha, of course. But if matcha is not available, why would I look for matcha? Pag ang nandyan is soy coffee, why would I look for matcha? If parang people would just, kung ano yung nakikita kasi natin sa social media, something na, I wanna try it. Though it's not available naman, you want to try, you spend that much money. Diba? Just buy something affordable choices. If, as what I mentioned a while ago, if cauliflower is not available, then look for kangkong, malunggay. Kung ano lang yung available, lowland vegetables are rich in phytochemicals, they are rich in vitamins and minerals compared actually to the vegetables upland. Why? Because pag yung mga, sabi nila, yung mga vitamins and minerals, di ba, bumababa daw yan. So, mas nutritious yung mga vegetables lowland compared to upland. Pag pumunta po kayo sa Baguio, you know one of the common health problems there is iodine deficiency anemia, iodine deficiency disorder, and iron deficiency anemia. It's so common sa amin. My mom, meron siyang IDD. My grandmother has IDD. Why? Kasi foods found there are not rich in iodine, as well as we are not living beside the sea. Now we can just eat mga seafood, not seafoods, like fish na may iodine. Or salt. So, ayun, nagdedepende lang kami sa iodized salt. But if we use rock salt, then wala na talaga kaming source of iodine. Kaya very common ang problem ay yung those health problems in upland. Kaya dito sa lowland, you have a lot of available fruits and vegetables. So don't look for something that is not locally available. For example, apple. Do you know that we don't have a plantation of apple here, right? Wala tayong plantation ng apple. Where do we get apple? Now, important yung mga yan. And do you know how long before it could reach Philippines? It takes months before makarating sa atin. So, pagdating sa atin, still fresh. How come? What did they put? Wax and others. So, kung hindi siya locally available, better not buy it. Better look for mga locally available. And when pag-season niya, don't look for something that is not season. Pag season ng durian, that's when you will eat durian because that's when it is cheap and available. Kasi pag hindi siya season, meaning pinilit yan, yung process is you don't know how they produced it. Kasi it's not season. Though nowadays, yung manga, it's all year round, sabi nila. Unlike before na you can find it only during summer. But now it's all year round. Na, because of technology then, nag-improve. But there are some na it's not really their season yet. Pag nakita nyo, you have to question that. And look for familiar flavors. Ba't ka look for something na you're not that familiar? Yung simple na salt lang, simple na black is better na actually. Yung simple flavors, familiar flavors, practical, kaya actually hindi mo naman kailangan talaga ng herbs and spices to make it like palatable. Kahit asin nga lang as simple as that, okay na. Just a little of that. Practical for everyday cooking. So something na almost every day, pwede mo siyang, or every week, pwede mo siyang lutuin, pwede mo siyang gawin anytime kasi it's easy. And lastly, number 7. Ito po yung last talaga. When you cook with love. Yun yung, because love is the most important in religion. First, let's go back to the first one. Why do we cook? The first principle is we cook with purpose. Purpose natin is to make our body healthy. Do you love yourself? Yes. So when you cook, don't think that cooking is something stressful. If you enjoy something na ginagawa niya, it's your passion, you don't feel the burden, right? Pag pinaluto ka and you love cooking, then cook. Because love is the most important ingredient. Prepare with love, serve with purpose, nourish the body and heart. I would like to end my short lecture, short ba yun? I'm just giving them more time para makapag-prepare. So, this story is about like a mother that loves cooking. Ang galing niya magluto. So, the kids, when they're done sa school, they are very excited to go home because they can taste their mom's dish. The husband, after work, very excited then. Instead of cooking outside with colleagues, with co-workers, they opt to go home because they are so excited to taste the cook of their mother. Because the mom loves to cook and she's so good in cooking. Then one day, one child asks, "Mom, what is your secret? Why is it that the food that you cook, they taste so good?" And then the mom gave the child like a small box. And then told the child, when you have a family, you open that. And when you want to cook, you open that box. So the child kept the box. After years, nag-asawa na siya, she has her own family. Of course, as a mother, not like expected na you should prepare something for your family. So nag-start siya magluto. And she remembered the small box given to her by her mom. Naisip niya, oh, I need that because maybe what if may mga recipes doon? Or what if mayroong herbs and spices na nakatago dun sa box na that I can use to enhance the flavor of the dish? So inopen niya. To her surprise, there's no recipe, there's no herbs and spices, there are no herbs and spices. What's inside the box is a small note that says, "Cook with love." Because love is the most important ingredient, di ba? Kaya nga, serve love one dish at a time. So when you enjoy, if you enjoy, how do we enjoy pa? Again, don't make things complicated. Simple lang, and that's the start of enjoying and loving cooking. And lastly, share ko lang ay mga key takeaways. Keep cooking practical, manageable. Use ingredients that are accessible and nourishing. Balance flavors without over-complicating. Cook wisely and preserve your energy. And remember, simple food prepared with love has great impact. And lastly, according to Mrs. White, mothers, sige, balik ko po doon sa key takeaways natin. Then last po, sabi ni Mrs. White, for you mothers should take their daughters. Pero sabi niya a while ago, not just women, but even men. Mothers should take their daughters with them into the kitchen and patiently educate them. Their constitution will be better for such labor. Their muscles will gain tone and strength, and their meditations will be more healthy and elevated at the close of the day. Teach them that their health is needed, that their time is of value, and that we depend on their labor. Kung hindi man po kayo tinuruan when you were young, it's not yet too late. You can still learn now. Kaya nga tayo, we have this cooking workshop in order for you to learn how to cook. And that's it. Let's always remember 1 Corinthians 10:31, whether therefore we eat or drink or whatsoever we do it for God's glory. And that's for my short talk. Thank you po. Now,
mushroom seasoning.
Yes po. Pero, be careful sir. Kasi there are some mushroom seasonings that contains MSG. So, basahin niyo po sa likod. Learn or know how to read food labels. Yung first ingredient po, sa nakalagay sa ingredient, that's the most yung content ng food. And there are some mushroom seasoning that when you look all at the back, yung ingredients nila, yung first is MSG. Kasi there are some mushroom seasonings that mix it still with MSG. So it's useless, sir. Be careful po. There are some products we buy from China, even from Korea, na merong MSG. Saan pa hindi siya naka-translate? Pag hindi siya po naka-translate, that's questionable. Because according to FDA, if it's available in the Philippines, dapat ita-translate siya into English na something that we can understand. Any more question po? Yes. Saan gawa? It's not natural. Actually, it's a chemical. So, hindi po siya from any plant-based something. It can enhance the flavor, but it is not healthy. Any more question po? Wala na? Now, sige po, let's give the time to the junior and the students for the cooking them. Ito po talaga yung highlight. Ako po ay conduct dito, extra. Sila po talaga yung highlight dito.
Video, lalabas na dito. Lalabas na sa TV.
Ay, alam mo yun, parang fried lagyan ng cabbage.
So, good afternoon po sa ating lahat.
Sisi.
Parang sisig.
Gising pa ba lahat?
Mayonnaise.
Excited na po ba kayo maluto kung may makita kung ano yung mga lulutuin nila? Ayan. So, for today po, meron po tayong 5 menu na lulutuin ng mga juniors. Una po is entree, which is the honey orange lemon tofu na ang magluluto po ay si James at saka po si CJ. Sunod po is salad, which is the cabbage salad. Si James at si CJ din po yung mag-prepare sa atin. Next po is meron din po tayong vegetarian hot pot, which is vegetable, na ang magpapakita nga po sa atin kung paano lutuin is si Nai, si Leiden, and si Flor. Then meron din po tayong sandwich, which is, ang tawag po nila is pandwich. Ang magpapakita po sa atin or magde-demo is si Naiza at si Jashel. And meron din po tayong beverage. So meron po tayong beverage. Ang una po is yung pineapple with coconut water at chia seed. Sunod po is yung power shot na may cucumber, celery, and coconut water po. Ang magde-demo naman po sa atin is si Jam and si Rosie. And sa coconut, celery, cucumber naman po is si Clark at si Joshua. So, bigay na po natin yung panahon para sa magde-demo ng honey lemon toast.
muna yun kaya dun sa harapan.
So we're going to start cooking na po. We're going to cook honey orange lemon tofu po. So ngayon po kasi beauty po yung gamit natin, pero mas prefer po mas maganda if kung magmamadali kayo, okay sa mga gasol or something na sa mga province kasi usually gamit po nila mga wood ganyan. Pero it's up to you naman po. So wait until the pan na minute po. Yan. Then put the oil po. Then next please lagyan po natin yung ginger. Ay yung ano, yung onion. And garlic. Wait lang po natin siya hanggang maging brown. Dinat na po natin yung ginger. Ginger is optional po. Depende sa inyo po kung maglalagay po kayo ng ginger. Pero if maglalagay po kayo ng ginger, mas masarap, mas mato. Okay. Ito po natin siya maging brown. And after po na, lalagay po natin yung tofu.
Ito po ay fried na.
Yung tofu po is already fried na po kasi mahaba po kasi pero pag nagawa po tayo ng honey orange lemon is kailangan po yung tofu is fried po para hindi po siya madurog kung gagawa tayo ng ganun dish. Yan po, so as you can see po, nag-brown na po yung ating niluluto, nakawang sibuyas yung ginger. Then, pwede na po natin ilagay yung ating tofu. Then, yan, isayin lang po natin siya, naluluto lang po natin. Then wait lang po na at least 30 seconds to cook po na masakot siya po yung ating bounce with ginger at tofu. And after that po, pwede na po natin ilagay yung mga susunod which is yung vegetarian sauce and salt and pepper to taste po. Ito po ay soy sauce po. Nilalagay po natin siya ng vegetarian. after po siya mahalo, pwede rin po natin ilagay yung ating orange zest.
Yung orange po na yan is squeeze po from orange. So, kailangan nyo naman one piece or small, depende po kung gaano karami. For example, dito po, this is good for 2 persons, 2 or 3. Then, konti lang po, the orange juice. Hindi po yung orange juice na nabibili po na iniinom na po natin. Kundi
Yung
po
red,
yung
red.
fresh po talaga
Fresh po na
na
orange.
na squeeze nyo po.
Then kapag ganyan na po yung itsura niya, pwede na po tayo mag-add ng honey para sa sweetness po ng ato. And po after that, mix lang po natin siya. Then, lalagyan po natin siya ng konting water and also mixture with cornstarch. Para medyo mag-thick po yung kanya sauce. Depends on nyo naman po if how much yung ilalagay nyo, depende rin po sa niluluto nyo. Kung okay po sa inyo na mas thick or mas malagnaw or mas depende po yun. And depende rin po sa amount ng lalagay nyo po. Yan, mix-mix nyo lang po siya hanggang sa mag-dissolve po yung cornstarch sa water. And after that po, kung nag-solve na po siyang, nakatiyan po siyang ganyan, pwede na po siyang ilagay. And lagay niyo po siya ng dahan-dahan habang hinahalo. So dito po sa part na to, silensi po, medyo nagbubububo siya. Pwede po kayo mag-add ng konti pang tubig. After po niya, lagyan po natin siya ng salt and pepper. So parang niluto po tayo, mas maganda po na lagay po natin yung mga herbs or yung mga tulad po ito na pepper, parang pag malapit na po siyang maluto, para mas malasa po yung ating luto. And mix lang po natin. So, after that po, is lagyan po natin siya ng pampalasa, which is mushroom seasoning. So, siyempre po, gumagamit po tayo na hindi po tayo gumagamit tayo ng mga veggie, magic sarap po. So, ito po yung ating pampalasa sa kanya. Depende rin po yung amount niya sa malulutuin niya. So, if you can see po na parang malapit na po siya maluto or parang okay na po siya, pwede nyo na po yung after po na, pwede nyo na po siyang isalin sa isang bowl.
Nagugutom po ba kayo? Ako gutom na.
Then, siyempre po, optional, lagyan po natin siya ng sesame seed para makadala. Ito na po yung ating finished product, which is honey orange lemon tofu.
So, para lang kayo mag-adobo, pero tofu. Tapos, ang pagkakaiba lang po dito, meron po siyang, it has orange juice, and we use also honey. So, mas maganda po siyang alternative ng sugar syrup. So, honey, it's more healthy. So, pag may mga bata po, kasi mga bata, they always look for something sweet, di po ba? At nasanay na sila sa something sugar. You can try this one po. It's a good alternative of meat dishes. Kasi tofu, it's a good source of protein. It's a good source of protein. It's a plant-based protein. At the same time, good source of some vitamins and minerals. Yan. Kasi from soybeans. Sino po may allergy dito ng soybeans? Tofu? Wala naman po. So everyone, later po you will try it and you will cook your own food. Yan. And every time po na magluluto kayo, having a protein dish is not enough. What is missing? Wala po kayong vegetables or wala po kayong gulay. So, though this is a plant-based, pero this is not enough to supply you energy. So, every time you look on your plate, you should look something brown, something green, and add, the more colorful the food, the more nutritious it is. Hindi po mga coloring foods na artificial, to be natural. So, next po ay...
So next po natin is, yun nga po, wala po tayong gulay na nakita. So ang gagawin po natin, gagawa po tayo ng fresh salad. So ito po ang aming fresh salad from cabbage. So, parang mag-slice po tayo ng cabbage, like depends on you, parang ilang measurements po. Gusto nyo kung gano'ng kadami, with how many of you in the house, ganyan po. Then after po yan, simple lang po to, napaka very easy, kahit sino po kaya po magawa to. Ito pong cabbage na to is, I think, mga nasa 200 to 250 grams. Ganun po. So, dyan. Ito, ginamit naman sa paper, so, unwrap siya. So before that po, ito po yung ating cabbage yan. Ayan na po siya kagawin. Then, maglalagay po tayo dyan ng gagawin po tayo ng sugar muna. Sugar. Ayan, sugar. Kahit konti lang po, dagyan po sa inyo. Then, pepper. Tapos, ano po, mushroom sauce. Then also, olive oil po. Tapos, depends on you po if you're gonna using calamansi or yung lemon. Pero, mas preferred po like lemon. Mas okay po sa akin. Pero sa inyo po, okay din po ng kalamansi, okay din po ng lemon. Kahit 1 tablespoon lang po ng lemon. Then mix nyo lang po siya. And also, kung sino po yung mga mahilig sa manghang dito, pwede po tayong maglagay ng red chili. Optional lang po daw sa mga mahilig po. Yan, maganda po tayo. Pwede po sa inyo kung gano'n karami. Then mix lang po natin dito siya. At also sa mga hindi po, ay sa mga po ng mga nagmamadaling kumain para hindi na nagluto ng mga vegetables. At least, meron pa rin po tayong vegetables sa ating pagkainan. Nakapartner po ng ating food. So ito lang po siya. Very easy lang po, kahit sino po pwede mo.
May tanong po kayo sa ginawa niya.
Any question po?
Tofu and salad po na side dish, ka-partner ko ng tofu. Yes, ma'am.
The vegetarian sauce is the vegetarian sauce.
Yes po.
Any question po?
Gusto niyo po bang tikman? Ah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Question mo sa when it comes to vegetarian, mga raw vegetables. Kasi gusto ko, no, ang mga raw vegetables, mas more on insecticides.
Opo.
So, ano po ang alternative para to minimize yung insecticide?
Yung very common po na pag huhugas ko dito, it's of course first running water, and then you can soak it po with water na merong salt, and you can add po baking soda. Then after po nun, wash it po again, running water po, para sure na matanggal po yung mga kahit ano pa mang linagay dyan. At the same time, syempre, one problem din is not just the insecticides that we use, parang may mga parasites dyan. So, to better, para sure po tayo is to put salt, so keep water and salt with baking soda and then running water po din.
Then add ko lang po, if gagawa po kayo ng ganitong mga salad, also like fruits and vegetables, mas maganda po if kapag before na po kayo kakain, mas maganda po, doon na po siya prepare. Kaysa po yung parang nakahang lang po siya dyan, matagal bago kayo mag-prepare ng ibang dish. So mas maganda po, last niyo po siya pinaprepare, para pagkakain na po kayo, pwede na po kayo.
Ang next dish naman po ay Paldovich. Narinig niyo na po ba, Paldovich? Alam niyo po ba ibig sabihin ng paldo? Pag sinasabi ng first time ko marinig sa mga estudyante, ano ba paldo? Yung generational gap kasi masyado ng mga haba eh, di na ako makarelate. Kailangan pa nilang i-explain. Paldo is something like abundant, parang madami, sobra, parang gano'n. So ito po, this is good sa mga students na magbabaon. Pwede nyo itong gawin. Also for kids, kahit sino po pwede.
So good morning everyone. I am Liza and I am Jaja. And for today we're going to make a Paldovich. So first, before we teach you how to do the Paldovich, we will teach you first how to make vegan mayo. Do you know how to make vegan mayo? So with no egg, ayan. So for our vegan mayo, we need you can use soy milk or aquafaba, which is the water of chickpea. Alam niyo po yun? So kapag binabad niyo po yung chickpea, meron po siyang tubig doon. Pag binabadoan niyo, yung tubig po doon, we can use it to make mayo. Ayan. So minsan, di ba, we throw it. But here, we can use it to make mayo. Or if you don't have chickpea, you can use soy milk. So it should be unsweetened po. So there should be no sugar. So for the ingredients we will use, for this time we will use the aquafaba, the chickpea water, and then we have oil, and then we have vinegar, we have salt and pepper for to taste. Ayan. And we can also add Dijon mustard. So yeah. We will you can use we can use a blender, we can use a hand mixer. Ayan. So for this time, we will be using blender, and we will put first the chickpea water. And then For the oil, we will add it slowly lang. Slowly lang. Put a little oil lang muna. And then, tatakpan po natin. Then, i-blend po natin. So, nakita niyo po yung transition naman from and open. And then, we will add the salt to taste. Ayan, salt and pepper. So, it depends on you po. Pwede mo siyang tikman-tikman. So, it depends on you talaga pagdating sa lasa. Ayan, but it can give you 1/8 tablespoon of salt and pepper. So, pwede mo po siya buksan dito. Then, slowly by slowly, i-add dito yung oil. So, hindi po siya pwede ilagay agad. Kasi kaya po, pag hindi po siya magkakalo. So, kaya na po, slowly lang po. Mayo. Ayan. With no egg. So now we're going to make na our palto sandwich. And you know what? This palto sandwich is very popular. Celebrity ho ito dito sa AUP. Baka di ko lang po alam. And we also sell it during the Taglamig. Sino po sa inyo dito nakabili? Nakabili ng palto beach. Ayan. Yung Taglamig. Ayan. So we will going to have, we need a pan. Ayan, need pan. So for the ingredients, we have wheat bread. So pwede mo kayong bumili ng whole wheat bread or pwede rin yung plain. It depends on you if you want to make it healthier. You can use whole wheat bread. Ayan, we have munggo. Ayan, it is a boiled munggo. With flour, 2 kinds of flour. All-purpose flour and cornstarch. With no egg no ito. So, the purpose of cornstarch is to what? To make it crispy. One. And the flour din naman, para mabuo po siya. So, when we make this munggo patty, we don't add egg na talaga. We use water and then cornstarch and flour. Then we add salt, ayan, sugar, and pepper. So, halaga din po yung sugar kasi parang hindi na po gamitin ang monosodium glutamate or MSG. Ang kapalit lang mo niyan is sugar. Ayan. So, ayan. So, we have ito po, 1 serving of vegetables. So, this is tomato and cucumber. Ayan. And we have grated carrots. And you can also grate cabbage, but we only chop it pieces. So, ayan. So, we will now going to heat first the bread. Ayan. Just like what I've said earlier, you can use whole wheat bread or white bread. So this is 2 layers. Ayan. 2 layers sandwich. Mukha lang po siyang simple, but when you taste it, it is actually good po talaga. Ayan. And now, we will now, while waiting for the bread to toast, we will explain how to make the mayo. Ayan, mayo garlic. So this is the mayo, and you will just add garlic, fresh garlic po. Ayan. This is one clove of garlic. Ayan. At ito po talaga, very powerful po ang lasa nito. Ito po talaga yung pag tinikman yung sandwich, ito po yung pinaka, parang, ang tawag nga namin dito, secret eh. This is the secret why sandwich is very tasty. And then we will add sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Then we will add salt, pinch of salt, and pepper. Ayan, should be powdered pepper. Ayan. So, the white bread is done na. Then, ayan. So, paghahalo-haloin na lang po siya. Ayan. And now, we're going to fry the patty, which is the munggo patty. Egg first po muna pala. And we will put the oil. Ayan. Ayan. And 1 tablespoon of oil. Put the 1 tablespoon of oil. It should be scrambled egg po, not sunny side up. Or depends upon you. If you want sunny side up, that's good naman. But we use po, scrambled egg. So, one of the benefits of fresh garlic po talaga, meron po siya tinatawag na alisin. Alam mo ba yun? And kapag ang garlic po ay fresh, ay etong alisin na ito po yung reason kung bakit pinapababa na po yung inyong blood pressure. And kapag luto na po yung garlic, wala na po talaga siyang alisin. Kaya, di ba, typically we drink, for the high blood, for a person that has high blood pressure, we drink garlic. Fresh garlic, because it contains alisin. Next is, we were going to fry the patty. Yan. So, add 1 tablespoon of oil, again. And, ayan. 2 tablespoons of 1 tablespoon of oil, and then the munggo patty. Ayan. So this will serve as your meat for kung ang nilalagay po natin ay beef patty, but now you're going to use munggo patty. So it is high in protein. Ayan, with carbs. Ayan. So, great substitute for meat because it has protein. Ayan. So, we will wait na maging brown lang siya. Ayan. Na medyo crispy. And I actually like this patty, mga friend, because you can use it as your ulam din for kids. Ayan. Alam ko, some of you have tried this already. Ayan. For potlucks, we also bake it for potlucks. Ayan, so, Jaja will flip it na. Ay! So, wait pa po. Kasi, pag hindi po siya luto, pag pinit niyo po talaga masisira. But if it is cooked na, when you flip it, it will not be scattered or be destroyed po. So, to make it more taste like beef talaga, so what I said earlier, you can add salt, pepper, or actually we add five spice, yun ang 5 spice. Ayan. So, kahit konti lang po talaga yun. And then, huwag niyo po talagang kakalimutan ang konting sugar. So, dito medyo nakadami. Pero, you can add at least, siguro, pag ganyan, ay, ang sugar niyan ay mga ano lang, mga teaspoon lang. Ayan. Ayan. So, we're going to set aside na this munggo patty. And now, we're going to arrange the paldo sandwich. Ayan. So first, for the base, we will going to have our white bread. Yan. White bread muna. Yan. So, nilayer na po ni Jaja. So, para malasahan po yung garlic mayo, we will put first the garlic mayo after the base white bread. Yan. Yan. So, lahat po yung 3 pieces of white bread, we're going to put garlic mayo. Ayan. And then, we will going to add the cabbage. Fresh cabbage po ito. To make sure it is clean, you need to wash it. Ayan. Or pwede yung, ayan. Ayan. Dahil fresh po ito, make sure to wash it po mga kapatid ha. And then, add the carrots. Fresh carrots ito. And then, after that, we're going to put the munggo patty. Ayan. For the munggo patty po, you can make it pala air fried po for substitute. Kung gusto niyo po, mas healthy pa talaga. Lesser oil. Ayan. Kasi may fat, we have fat na din naman po for mayo. If you want less oil, you can use air fried munggo po. And then, we'll put the tomatoes. Ayan. And the cucumber. So, the purpose of this vegetable is to make your sandwich a little watery. Kasi ang plain mo kasi kung bread lang, sabay patty, di ba? Parang ang plain ng lasa niya, nakakaumay mo yun. But for this one, we're going to use veggies to para malasahan mo natin yung watery. And then, we will put the egg for the top. And then, ayan. Last one is, ayan, bread. So, and we have now our what we call the paldo sandwich. Ayan. We call this paldo because do you know that this paldo is actually about 300 calories and complete a balanced meal with protein, carbohydrates, and vitamins and minerals with fat. So it is actually a meal na nga, isa totoo lang. And you know this paldo sandwich, tamang-tama niya talaga yung pinggang Pinoy natin, which is rich, with carbs na talaga, protein and fat. So for the protein, we have 32 grams of protein, ayan, 46 grams of carbohydrates, and 16 grams of fat plus vitamins and minerals because we add vegetables. Ayan, kapag tinignan niyo yung gitna niyan, very beautiful, di ba? Very colorful. At kapag kinain niyo po yan, ewan ko na lang po talaga, because ang sabi po nila, pwede na po panglaban ito sa mga resto. Although, mukha lang siyang simple tingnan, pero panglaban daw po talaga ito. So, that's all po for Paldo Sandwich, and we also learned how to make vegan meal. So, thank you so much.
Pag vegan naman po kayo, gusto nyo talaga wala pong egg, then hindi nyo po isasama yung egg. Yun lang po yung tatanggalin. You can make your own mayo from chickpeas, and then yun na po yun. Eto, the good thing about this one is you can prepare in advance po yung patty. Pag na-pre-cook nyo na po siya, pre-fried, you can put it in the freezer, and then the next day, pwede nyo na po siyang i-reheat lang po. Tapos yun na. Wala na. You don't have to use oil. Depende po sa inyo kung gusto nyo kung may mas oil. Pero kung wala, just cook it on a non-sticky pan, and then yun na po yun. You can make your patty. Next po ay hot pot. Who likes hot pot here? Si Ma'am. Mahilig ba kayo sa hot pot? Do you like hot pot? Do you know hot pot or shabu-shabu?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so common in China, Japan, Korea, especially Taiwan. Hot pot.
So good morning everyone. We are going to make a hot pot. So who among you loves hot pot? So we have found it in Google that it's originated in Mongolian herdsmen. So hot pot is a very famous dish. So first we will make a vegetable broth first for the flavor of our soup. So all of us want a flavorful dish, right? We want foods that are very delicious, like there's an umami flavor. But commonly, those food that we eat that are delicious are not healthy. So here in our hot pot, we will teach you on how to make your dish delicious and at the same time healthy. So here. So in doing your vegetable broth, you can basically use any vegetables that you have in hand. Like for example, in here we have celery leaves, cabbage, extra tomatoes, onions, garlic, and even your onion and garlic spicy broth. You can add spices like sili, and you can also add salt and pepper to taste. But if you have mushroom powder as well, you can also use it. But use just a little amount so that it will still be healthy. And so maybe you are wondering why we should use vegetable broth. So mostly we use cubes, right? We buy often in a store or even in a grocery. But this vegetable broth is a substitute for us to use as a cube. So we will continue it. So she will demonstrate us on how to make a vegetable broth so that our food, our soup will be umami and flavorful. To make the vegetable broth, of course, you just have to bring all of your vegetables and spices to a boil, and then when it is boiling, it is ready. So, dahil hindi pa po ready yung broth natin, let us proceed po muna to our main vegetable. So here are our ingredients. So we will be using olive oil for healthy options of oil, but you can as well use palm oil or any oil that are healthy. And then next one, we have here the onion, the ginger, the garlic, which is high in antioxidants. It is good for our metabolism and in our stomach. So we also have here the vegetables. So we use carrots, pechay, and then this is tengang daga. So do you know this? So at first I thought tengang daga is like from rot, but it is a mushroom type of tengang daga lang siya in Tagalog. So I was so shocked and scared the first time that I heard this. But you don't have to worry because this is edible and this is healthy too. Kasi it will serve as our meat here in our vegetables. You can also add tofu for protein. And then for vegetables, it provides nutrients in our body, just like minerals, vitamins, and etc. And then here we have the cornstarch. We put cold water or tap water because if we put this later in our vegetable broth, it will, may bilog-bilog, like it will be not good in our soup. So we also had here the onion, the condiments, and then we already soaked the sotanghon noodles here so that later it will be easy for us to cook the dish. We also blend the vegetable so that when we cook, it will be easy. So while waiting for them to demonstrate us, I'll just explain the nutrients here. So we will also be using the sesame seeds, and then we also had here the pepper. We used the ground pepper, and then we also had here the sugar for sauce and for later for the our ingredients too. And then we also had the salt, and then we also used the mushroom powder. So when we are cooking a food, we can use mushroom powder because it is a good option. Because mostly we use Vichin Right or like other products to make our food delicious, but we can use mushroom powder. But make it sure that when we check the food label, it is not high in MSG because sometimes there are mushroom powder that are high in MSG. There are some chemicals, so we can add the pure mushroom powder. So Kuya Johnny will demonstrate us on how to make our hot pot. So first, you will heat the pan first so that it won't stick to the pan when we put some ingredients here. So in a hot pot, when we see it in a Korean drama, they use a metal right? They like chopstick, like that. You can also do that in your home if you have electric stove. But if you want it in a one hot pot, you can also make this kind of cooking too. So when the pan is heated already, you can put the oil in there. There. So when putting on oil, it should be moderate, not too much, so that it will be healthy. Next one, you will put the condiments, the onion first. There. Next one is the garlic. And the ginger. So condiments make your food delicious. And I have thought way back then in my old friend, she said to me, she is good in cooking. She said to me that if you want to make your food delicious, you should put a lot of condiments in your food like this. Kasi pampalasa siya. And the next one, you will add those hard ingredients or hard vegetables, just like the carrots, the potato, and then the corn. Then the tenga ng daga. Yan. Yeah, you just mix it. Halo-halo. Then we will add the oyster sauce. We use vegetable oyster sauce here, not the oyster that that are found in the sea. So that is a healthier form of oyster that we can use so that it will be more delicious. Kuya Johnny also put the mushroom powder. Then the salt, just a pinch, and the sugar. Can you smell it? It's very delicious. So Kuya Johnny will get the vegetable broth that we have prepared, because if we will prepare it here, it will take a long time, because when you are going to do vegetable broth, you have to boil water first, and then after that you will add those scrap vegetables, those excess vegetables that you have made, because sometimes yung mga peel of the vegetables, the skin, we often throw it away, but we don't know that we can also use that as a vegetable broth. It can add more nutrients and add more flavor in our food. Our teacher teach us that if we are going to cook something in our foods, it should be colorful. So if you cook a hot pot, it will give you everything, almost everything in your daily needed, you know, because there's a lot of color. It has green, yellow, orange, you know, colorful. And aside from that, because it is a Filipino style of hot pot, you can also add tapsita or string beans. You can also add malunggay if you want, iron. You can also add cabbage, you know, different kinds of vegetables that you can think because it is a very flexible dish. It's not just from Korea or in Japan. You can also have this in our place. There are variety of colors. And then in making a hot pot, it also had the protein if you will put the tofu or the egg. And then you will also have the carbs from potato. And you know that potato is rich in vitamin C. So if you want the vitamin C, you can get it from potato. But of course, you don't have to make it in excess because too much is bad and too little is also bad. So it should be moderate and balanced. That's why in our program, we promote balance. There, we had our vegetable broth. So we will put 2 cups of vegetable broth. So after that, after we put the vegetable broth in that, or if you don't have vegetable broth, you can also add 2 cups of water. And then after that, you will put some ingredients like toge, and then the pechay,